The brain is soft. Some of my colleagues compare it to toothpaste, but that's not quite right. It doesn't spread like toothpaste, it doesn't adhere to your fingers the way toothpaste does. Tofu, the soft variety. If you know tofu, maybe a more accurate comparison. These are the opening lines of Another Day in the Frontal Lobe by Katrina Furlick, a memoir of a brain surgeon exposing life on the inside of the neurosurgery field. And now here is a selection of quotes which outlines the novel and conveys her truest feelings about being a female neurosurgeon. The frontal lobes make up the largest section of the brain and are the most recently evolved. Compare the forehead of an ape to the forehead of a human. One slopes, the other bulges. We can thank, or blame, our frontal lobes for much of what we consider to be our personality and intelligence. There are about 4,500 neurosurgeons in the United States. There is one neurosurgeon for about every 66,000 people or so in this country. In Africa, excluding Northern Africa and South Africa, the ratio is closer to one neurosurgeon for 6 million people, and only about 5% of neurosurgeons in the United States are women, but that is changing. Popular portrayal of surgery on television usually focuses on these highs: saving a life, removing an ugly tumor from an otherwise healthy brain, separating conjoined twins fused at the... Just to remind you, if you come to the ER of a teaching hospital in the middle of the night with a neurosurgical emergency, the resident on call will be the only one immediately available. Although I admit to having my own favorites, I like the simplicity and versatility of the slim, no-frills Penfield No. 4 dissector. Some neurosurgeons go a bit overboard assigning cutesy nicknames to their favorites. The growing cynic in me says that nowadays you may hear from a lawyer even if the patient did fully understand all the risks. I've seen people in every state of neurological decline, and I've seen deaths over and over again. And this makes me feel lucky about life, every day. When inaction is the best action, how do you prevent fear itself from becoming an illness? Can you judge a person's intelligence by an examination of his brain? Life is not a dress rehearsal. You have to enjoy it, make the most of it, while your neurons are still buzzing with live connections. Maybe I should have known better, but what other path would I have chosen? What I am passionate about, more than almost anything else I'm afraid, is learning something new. As chief resident, you don't want little problems to become big problems. There may very well be more neurosurgeons available to the local population here than there are available to the entire population of sub-Saharan Africa. I think neurosurgery will expand, offering more procedures to a larger swath of the population.